So it's a slightly damp morning. Had very light rain during the night, and it's spittering and spattering. So we're starting to get the bike assembled, ready for the ride to Nantes. Managed to pick up my wife's cycling shorts, thinking they were a pair of mine. Slightly small, and padding's in sort of the wrong place, so I think a trip to Decathlon is going to be required before I do any of the long trips. Anyway, there's the tent. My friends in the field have disappeared, probably gone for milking. Yeah, and I'm going to get on the way shortly. So we are now heading to Nantes. We had a little bit of rain overnight, but it was very light rain, it was okay. I'm not wearing my waterproofs at the moment, although the clouds do look a bit ominous. Hopefully we'll have the rain chasing us and we'll stay dry. So it's about 2 hours remaining. Just had a lot of fun filling up with petrol. Englishmen still not getting cards to work and understanding the buttons and forgetting to ask it to respond in English. Anyway, my bad. So we now have a full tank of petrol, and we're heading off. This looks like a Roman road. It's the D673. I finally pulled over and put another layer on. The old wind chill was starting to get to me a little bit. But it's windy. But onwards and upwards. So very much busier now, the road. I guess weekend is weekend. So yeah, it says we have an hour and a half to go. Bit of a respite from the clouds, and we've got a little sunshine poking through now. So well, it's blowing a bit of a hoolie. We are 2 miles from our campsite, so it's just after 1 o'clock. We've made pretty good time. We've now done 536 miles on our journey. So yeah, exciting so far. It's a bit chilly. Yeah, so I ended up putting earplugs in because I was going deaf with the noise. And yeah, so we'll catch up again when we get there. So we've arrived in Nantes, or just north of Nantes. And of course there was no one at reception. It's Sunday and everyone's being very French. Eventually the girl came along and let me in, and I literally got the tent set up and all the stuff off the bike and in the tent, and it started to piss down with rain. So yeah, not to be deterred, the bar is open. It's certainly not as salubrious as yesterday's residence, but it'll do for a night. And then tomorrow I make my way down to Limoges. So just for a night, and hopefully the beer will be cold. a visitor just popped in for a scratch. Oh, pretty cool really. Oh, bit of a wiggle there, sorry. Getting too old to shivel back into the tent. Okay, so we're all packed and you can see our fellow in the background there, sort of loaded, ready for the journey today. So we had some rain last night. Looks like we're going to have some rain today. I'm just hoping I can chase the sunshine and it all goes well. I'm going to pop into Decathlon and get a pair of cycling shorts or two. I've got a 4-hour ride today if I use the tolls, so I'll be stopping every hour or so, give the bum a rest, but yeah, so far so good. Well, there's not been very much to talk about apart from rain and the motorway they're coming down, but we've now come off the motorway, been off it for some time, and we're now on the N147, so there's a little bit more to see, but you know, intermittent sunshine. Actually wearing the wet weather gear at the moment, so what to do? Anyway, keep chasing the sun. So managed to get some cycling shorts and Decathlon. Decathlon here is amazing, absolutely incredible. Anyway, they have a nice little cafe, so I thought I'd have a latte and a pain au chocolat for breakfast, and then get changed and think about my 4-hour trip. Okay, catch you later. So I'm just coming through a nice little village. Thought might be worth putting the GoPro on. Village square, church, very typical and lovely. Very nice. So we are now half an hour from our campsite and just taking it easy. Decided not to stop and get there, get the tent up, and then go and see if we can find some food. Unfortunately, Mondays are pretty dearth days for the restaurants, so they're not typically open on a Monday, but hopefully there'll be a shop on the campsite and maybe even a restaurant. I can't remember, but if not, we'll have to go hunting. So now back into what is very typical, beautiful countryside. Really, really nice. So we just had some nice twisties there, and unfortunately I was so busy focusing on that I didn't switch on the GoPro so you could get an experience of it. Apologies for that, but here we are. Look at this beautiful countryside. Beautiful. And the bike is purring so far. Keep it up. Well, so here we are in another beautiful village. Wow. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. Look at this. It doesn't look as though there are too many people wandering about, but interesting place, or is an interesting place. A real mixture of ordinary and affluence, traditional and modern. Beautiful. So now I'm just heading up to my little campsite in the forest. There's only two other families here. This gentleman here and someone else that's way off up the back. So we're just coming up to that's right in the forest here. It's fantastic. And here's our little pitch. So yeah. So this campsite is run by a lovely Dutch fellow, his wife and brother-in-law. Absolutely fantastic hosts, very friendly, couldn't do enough for you. The beer was cold, the steak was fantastic, and toilet blocks beautifully clean. A real pleasure, a real treat to stay in such a lovely campsite in the woods. Highly recommended. Very nice. Going to have a coffee, put my earplugs in, and my eye mask on for the light, and then go to bed. God bless.